Hi, everyone. My name is Amel, and I am the Partner Success Lead for Utility Connect. If you have seen any of our previous webinars, then you probably already know who I am. Just waiting a few minutes for everyone to get in. Super excited for the presentation that we have for today, guys. I think it's going to be really powerful for you, especially if this is the first introduction that you're having to Utility Connect. I definitely want to make sure that it is clear the first steps that I would take to be successful with this program. Also, definitely want to hear where are you joining from? How has your day been? How has your week been? Any wins that you want to share? Definitely feel free to start chatting and just let me know. Going to give everyone a few minutes. Awesome. We've got some agents in the chat. How's your guys' week been so far? Any wins to share? Awesome. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. And then if anyone else joins in, again, oh, awesome. Yep, we've got some wins in there. Great job, Jeanette. Super happy for you. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome. So, definitely more agents are going to be joining us. So, as people trickle in, continue to tell us about your wins, tell us where you're joining from. Even feel free to let me know if you've utilized Utility Connect in the past. And if there are any questions, put those in the chat as well. Definitely want to be able to answer those during our time today. But I'm really excited about this webinar because we're going to do something a little different. So rather than spending, 45 minutes telling you all about what Utility Connect does, because we've done that before, I wanted to actually show you exactly what I would do if I was a new EXP agent starting with Utility Connect today. I think that's the fastest way to be successful with this program. So first, I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit further introduction on why I feel like this session is important. So recently, I wrote an article for EXP that was kind of a thought leadership piece that centered around one idea, which is clients are not going to remember everything that happened during closing. They're not going to remember all the documents, all the steps. They're not even going to remember, any any obstacles that came up during the process, anything. They are going to remember just in general how the experience made them feel. And so I know as agents, that's what we're trying to really curate is how that feeling is, what is remembered, the impact that you make on the client. That's definitely, you want to make sure that that is a positive experience for them. But you don't want another platform, another task, another laundry list of things to do. You want to just have the best experience you can for your clients and show them as much value as you can. So that's exactly where we're aligned. We definitely want them to have the best possible experience, the most convenience. We want them to get the biggest bang for their buck. And for your clients and for you, we just want to reduce friction. That's the biggest goal here is just reducing any friction during the process because there's already so much that goes into it. So the first thing that I would do is make sure that you actually have an account. So, how do you even find that, right? And if you're on the go, you don't really have time to pick up the phone and get in touch with our partner support team. Where is the first place that you should start? Super easy. My suggestion would be to go to our lookup page. This page will tell you right away if you have a Utility Connect account. You'll be able to plug in your eXp Realty email. So I'm actually going to go ahead, I'm going to drop that in the chat for those of you who are joining us live. I want to make sure that you have a copy of that link because that is exactly where you can start and find your account. And a lot of agents actually don't realize that they have an account with us. So, we've been to the last several EXP cons so that we can engage with you guys, spend time with you, tell you about the revenue that's in your account, or help you find your account. And you will not believe how many agents didn't even realize that they had an account and clients were using it. That is always just such a fun revelation to find when we're having discussions with newer agents or just agents that are new to Utility Connect. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that link for you guys. So that link is going to take you to our lookup page. Again, you'll plug in your eXp Realty email, and then you're going to get an email that is going to give you two important links. It's going to give you your Utility Connect website link and your Utility Connect dashboard link. My suggestion, because you're getting two links, you can really bookmark either one, and whichever one you decide to bookmark, it will take you to the other. But my suggestion would be just bookmark your Utility Connect website link. That is going to be your home base. It's going to have everything that you need for success with the program. It'll have your marketing materials. It'll have your Utility Connect website, which is a really a dynamic marketing tool in itself. It's got the Utility Connect dedicated EXP concierge line. So you can call that number, and as soon as you call or as soon as a client calls, we know that it is someone calling from within our EXP partnership. So you've got that number right there. There is a portal to submit clients manually if we're not automatically receiving them, whether you don't have the automation on your account or if you have like a really quick turnaround deal that maybe we didn't automatically get from SkySlope, whatever it may be, you can manually submit clients there. Clients can also submit themselves. So if you share your link across social media, you can capture leads that way. There's a lot that you can do with that. And we did have a session on that too. And we'll probably review it again. But that website just has so many different features. It also has all of your flyers on there. And then, of course, there's a link. It's labeled admin. And that link is going to take you to your dashboard. And it's really easy, especially for EXP agents, because you guys already have that single sign on. So you already have a set of credentials that you're utilizing to log into EXP Enterprise and the different tools that you're already using within EXP. So Utility Connect has that as well. That way you can get into your dashboard really easily. You probably already have those credentials saved on your computer, but that way you don't have to remember another password. And Joe, I'm actually really glad that you said that because if you look at that lookup page and you don't have an account, try your eXp Realty email. If nothing pops up for that, try your personal email. Like if there's an email you're regularly using for your real estate business, try that email as well. If you still don't locate an account, then we can help you create one. So that's also one of those opportunities where we can connect with you, see what your account is under. If you're used to having this service and then it says that you don't have an account, but if you've never utilized the program before and it says that you don't have an account, well, it's never too late to get started. So we definitely have multiple sessions on how you can create your account. But I'm really glad that you said that because, some agents may also have that experience. And again, we want you to have access to this tool. So I'll also put the sign up link just in case any brand new agents, they've never utilized Utility Connect, they know for sure they don't have an account. You probably want to get signed up with us. So that link is activatemypage.com. That is our sign up link. It is going to ask you for your EXP credentials. And then once you're in there, you'll be able to customize your account. Awesome, Joe. Thank you so much. Okay. So once you've got your website and your dashboard link, you can access your dashboard again, given that you've bookmarked your Utility Connect website link as the central home base for everything Utility Connect. Well, then you'll scroll to the bottom. And in the bottom right corner of your Utility Connect website, you're going to see a link labeled admin. Really quickly, I'm going to show you my Utility Connect website link, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like so that there's total clarity on exactly where to go. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my sharing really quick. And I'm going to share this with you. So this is my Utility Connect website link. Let's make sure that you guys can see it. All right. So this Utility Connect website link here, you should be able to see it there. At the bottom, you're going to see a section labeled admin. that little admin link there. And if you click on that, it is going to ask you for your EXP credentials there. So then you'll be able to get logged in. And now I'm going to go ahead and just go back to our presentation. All right. So that admin link, when you click on it, you saw that it'll take you through the portal. Oh, you don't see the link? Here, I'll go ahead and share my Utility Connect website link with you in the chat, especially if you don't have your Utility Connect website link yet. It'll be good to take a look at that. That can be kind of like a demo, but let's just make sure that you can see that. All right, perfect. So now that we're back, again, you'll see that Utility Connect website link. You'll see that admin link at the very bottom of the page. You should be able to see what I'm seeing now. And that's how you'll be able to log into your dashboard. And I will also show you guys what that dashboard looks like. But okay, yeah, let's actually get into that. So thank you guys for being so patient with me. That way you can continue seeing exactly what you can expect here. So I'm going to get all of that pulled up, but do continue to let me know in the chat if you're not able to see the the presentation itself, the website. I definitely want to make sure that you guys have those materials. I did go ahead and post that link in the chat. So if you guys wanted to look at my page just to get a feel for what that looks like, you should be able to see that. And I'm going to show you the dashboard. So, the purpose of the dashboard, again, not meant to be another tool that you have to, constantly check up on or worry about. It is there to be convenient for you. That way, you have direct visibility into how your clients are utilizing the program and the revenue that you guys are getting from the services that we're setting up for them. So, I'm just pulling up right now my little demo account. That way, you guys can see an example of what to expect in that dashboard. And then I'm going to go back to my website. That way you guys can see both. So let's go ahead and get that shared. All right. So it's just loading up really quick. So now you should be able to see it. Do definitely let me know if you're not able to see it. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So some of you are already getting in the dashboard. Okay. So now to go back to what we were trying to look at. So this is my Utility Connect website, right? And all the way at the bottom of this screen, you're able to see some links at the bottom here, right? And that's what makes this such an important home base style website, I would say, because first of all, when your clients, when you're talking to your clients about the program, this website will tell you exactly what services we can help with. And of course, if clients have questions about any services that are not on this web page, they can still absolutely talk to our team about it. It'll either be a service we can directly connect because there's definitely, more that's available than what's just here. But if it's ever a service that we can't directly connect or for some reason, we're not able to directly do that, we want to make sure that clients know exactly what information is needed about either the provider that they're interested in or the service that they're interested in. That way they can have everything prepared and make informed decisions about setting that up. And it looks like my screen decided to go away again. It's because it wants you guys to do it with your account. All right. So now you'll have the opportunity to tell them, okay, these are the different services they can help you with. You'll also be able to let them know, hey, this is the number that they're going to reach out to you from. So you have a lot of information right here that makes it really easy and straightforward to understand what to expect, what we're going to be able to help clients with. And then here at the bottom, you're going to see some links. This PDF link, this is going to be your Utility Connect marketing materials. That's another important feature of this page is a lot of agents will ask, do you have any flyers? Do you have any marketing materials that we can share with our clients when we're making introductions to them about the program. So, one, you'll definitely want to take a look at these flyers. You've got three options now. So, I know previously we had two, now we have three, and we are adding more marketing materials. There are some in the dashboard as well, too. Again, we want to give you guys variety, and we also want to give you different creative materials you can utilize based on what your current workflow is, your current aesthetic. Your brand is what is most important here, which is why we like when you personalize your account because we want you to really make it yours and we want the credit of this convenience, the savings, the time that is saved utilizing this program. We want that to go back to you. So definitely click on any one of these. I'll actually click on an example for you guys so that you can see what these look like. So here's an example of the flyers that we have tells you a little bit more about the services we help clients set up. And it's also branded to you. So it's got that EXP specific phone number on there. It also has your specific Utility Connect website link, and then it'll have your email as well too. So that's a really nice touch there because they get your contact information. This is one of our favorite PDFs, but if there's anything that you would like added to this or a different way you'd like it to be laid out, let us know what you're looking for. If we don't have it already, we will create it for you. So again, we really want this to be an easy addition to your workflow. And then on top of that, we do have text message templates and email templates. So if you ever wanted to utilize some of those to inform your clients about our program, we already have that put together. So you don't have to figure it out on your own and decide what you're going to put together or how to talk about the program. We already have that ready for you so that you feel supported through that process and you already have materials available without having to spend time creating those materials. So those again can all be accessed under the PDFs tab. So again, there's three different options there. Check those out, see which ones you like the most. And then this admin link again is going to take you to your dashboard. So when you click on that, it'll prompt you for your EXP credentials. Once you've got those all plugged in, you type in your password and everything. Obviously, I'm not an EXP agent, so it gave me a little hard time there. But what you're going to see is you're going to see your dashboard. And usually it actually will start you on this page here. I know, especially because you guys are going to have more data than I do. I have a little test client in here, but you probably have more clients than I do. And then this is going to be a lot. You're going to be like, okay, what am I looking at here? I've got a lot of analytics here. I've got some different options for tabs and, different information that's underneath all of them. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't worry about this for right now. My suggestion, go into this menu and go to customers. That is going to be what is most important and relevant for you right now because this is going to be the page that tells you how your clients are using the program, how many of them are using the program, what stage of the process are they in. All of those questions will be, readily answered. That way you get that real business insight on how this is impacting your clients and your process. So you would be so, so surprised at the information that you're going to find here. Uh, and when you click on any of your client information here, you are going to see even more details about what services we set up for them. You get total transparency here. So you can see what kind of service it was, what kind of plan it was, what provider it was with. You have account numbers here just in case if for any reason your client needs that information, you would be able to provide that to them. And you get to see the commission that has come from these services. I love, love, love this section. It is honestly part of my favorite part of the dashboard because it's not just, again, another tool, another thing that you have to log into. It's really giving you that visibility on how your clients are utilizing the program. You're seeing what has already happened. This is super exciting. And then you get to find out that you've got revenue in here. That is awesome. So, definitely the first place that I would go to. And it leads to really thoughtful follow up for your clients. So, again, business insight, how your clients are utilizing the program. This is not just, hey, my client Nicole, she went ahead and set up security. Instead of just following up and say, hey, I'm checking in. How are you doing? You can go to your client and say, hey, how's that security treating you? Do you like it? Is it what you expected it to be? How have you benefited from that? You can have that thoughtful follow-up that is actually directly connected to their home buying experience. So you don't have to send out anything generic when you're following up with this client. You can actually follow up with something personalized to their specific experience, and you have that information here. That is such a much better experience. And now I know you see my $135 here. So the next step is don't forget to pay yourself. Here under the payments section, this is where a lot of agents have fun because part of that experience of maybe not realizing that you've had a utility connect account or maybe just not realizing how much your clients have actually used it, this is like a fun surprise. You can see the commission that you have available to redeem right now, and a lot of you already have commission that's on the way. So if you had a client use the program previously and you have a client currently going through the process of using the program, setting up home services, more often than not, you're going to see that you have funds available to redeem and more on the way. So definitely take advantage of that. Super excited to see what you guys find in there. It's always worth the celebration when you find out that you have money that you didn't know about, right? And then you can always go through the process of redeeming this. So what you'd be able to do is you'll click on this continue payment setup button. It'll take you to our payment processor so that you can set up an account with them, input your preferred direct deposit information, and then pay yourself to an account of your choosing. To really quickly refresh just on this payment section, because we do get a lot of questions about this. One, you're not waiting for a check. So if you know that you've had clients who have used the program, but you haven't been paid yet, this is definitely worth visiting because that money is just sitting there waiting for you. And on top of that, we're not required for a home to close. So we fall out of RESPA, and typically we fall out of a lot of different disclosure requirements. So that means not only can you pay yourself guilt free because you know it's no cost to your client, no cost to you, you don't have to worry about any of those details. You're getting compensated basically by the service providers for clients doing what they already need to do during the closing and move in process. And all of those instances in which you help them through that process and you weren't paid for it previously. Now utilizing Utility Connect, you are not only helping your client through that process, but you're also getting credit for the support that you're providing them. So all of that is a really great feeling. And you have so much flexibility because you can redeem this revenue to an account of your choosing without any worries there. But if you have any deeper questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out to our support team. I'm going to make sure that you have all of our contact information. That way, you know exactly who to get in touch with. But again, definitely one of my favorite sections. You guys deserve it. It is such a pleasure and a point of pride for us to be able to give back to you agents in this way. So after you've checked out all the fun stuff, how your clients are using the program and how much you've gotten paid for it, my suggestion is now take a look at some of these other sections to really personalize the account. The next place I would go to is Manage Microsite. This is going to be how you can make any updates to your website. This is also what I meant when I said that whichever link that you save, whether you save your dashboard link directly or you save your Utility Connect website link, you're going to be able to access the other. So right here, I have my Utility Connect website. So if I wanted to, I could open it right up in another tab, right? And if you ever wanted to go in and edit it, you'll click this little pencil, and it's just loading up for me now. And you'll be able to adjust how you want your link to be displayed. So say I decided I don't want it to be my full name. I actually want it to be Amel 101. I can make that change. And then if you have any social media handles that you want to add, these will actually be added to the bottom of our client communications. So when we send an email to your client to welcome them to the program, if you want to add your Instagram, or maybe you have a Facebook page for your business, maybe you want to add your LinkedIn, or maybe you have a YouTube channel. Many of you know about Levi Lassick. He had done a YouTube session, created a YouTube video about Utility Connect and kind of what his experience has been. So definitely would recommend that you check that out. That's another EXP agent just telling you how he's taken advantage of the available solutions. But if you have a YouTube channel, you can put your link there. So definitely, again, all part of upholding your brand, giving you guys the credit for the convenience of this service, having this resource available for your clients. We want this to be totally yours. So go ahead, fill in whatever you'd like. And then under this images tab here, this is where you can make adjustments to your Utility Connect website. So you'll be able to add your headshot. And if you have any logos associated with your brand specifically, like I've met a lot of different team members within uh, EXP where they're part of a large team and they have a logo specific to their team. You guys are super creative. Honestly, you got a lot of great stuff. So we want you guys to take advantage of the opportunity available to share that stuff on your Utility Connect website and again, really just make it yours. So you can add those images there. Some of these you don't have to worry about in terms of like your microsite logo or the background or anything like that. We've already got those uploaded for you, so you don't really have to worry about that. And then on the email communications that we send out to your clients, especially if you've utilized the program previously, you know that we're sending you those courtesy notifications. So especially if your account is integrated with SkySlope, where we're automatically getting your clients 2 weeks before closing, then the emails are already branded to both you and EXP. So we've got the EXP branding on there, and then we've also got your name, your headshot, all of your contact information. Speaking of which, once you've gone ahead and personalized all this, I recommend clicking on your name in the top right corner because that is where you'll be able to go to adjust all of your personal contact information. So there's going to be a place where you can put a phone number. There's going to be you'll see your email. Typically, it's going to be your eXp Realty email specifically because that is what is also connected to SkySlope. But there are a lot of teams that they want to give their transaction coordinator or their admin, or maybe they have an operations manager. They want to give them access to this dashboard to keep track of their client experience. If it's something like that, then you'll be able to put a secondary email, which can be their contact information, so that they can get logged in and handle this part for you, especially as you're growing your business, you're making new connections, you're sealing the deal. Sometimes, if you have team members like that want to spearhead this part of the process, you can do that too. And so the contact information, your emails, and your integration preferences, everything is going to be under your name and little icon right here. So that would be the next step. That's what I would check out. After you've made uh, the website yours, you've really personalized your account, then make sure you download those marketing materials. So any of your flyers or anything like that, make sure that you take care of that. You want to have those readily available for you. There is another section here that's got some marketing. So if you want to take a look at other materials that are available, they'll be under there. And you might be wondering, okay, well, what are the rest of these sources here? Like what am I getting out of that? So we did do a dashboard walkthrough that takes you through all the different sections within the dashboard and tells you a little bit more about it. But I would say if any of you are part of a team, this reporting section will be really cool as well, because if you would rather just get a report via email that tells you a little bit more about client usage and revenue, that's an opportunity for you as well. So again, you have a lot of flexibility with how you can utilize this dashboard, how you can take advantage of the different tools that are available and still keep it convenient for yourself and your workflow. So that's definitely a recommendation of mine. Check these things out. Take a few minutes because it's going to save you hours in the future. So it's worth taking a look, getting comfortable, seeing what kind of setup you want, whether you want to check into the dashboard and take a look at it yourself, or you want to set up a report that goes to you via email. Make sure that your account is personalized, make sure your contact details are up to date, and then really there's not much more you have to do. This is not going to be a platform that you'll have to check on every single day, but there is a lot that can be done when you take a look at this. There's a lot of business insight that you can gather. And to circle back, once you've taken a look at everything, well, then these analytics start to make a lot more sense because now that you have a glimpse on how clients are using the program and the revenue that you're generating from their use of the program, you've got everything personalized. So there's no other small details that you have to handle. This is where you're probably going to start looking moving forward because you'll want to see trends over time. So that is the biggest appeal of this analytics section is getting those trends over time. So if you've been using Utility Connect for a year, if I see you guys back in July of 2027, then you can look at this and see, okay, throughout the year, depending on the transactions that I had, maybe more clients use the program in the summer than they did in the winter. That gives you a little bit more insight into maybe the time that they have available. Or maybe more clients. There was a greater importance on home security in the summertime than there was in the wintertime. Being able to, control things from their phone with smart home features, whatever it may be, you can get some insight here on how the clients are using the program, how that changes over time. Maybe you've seen your utilization of the program in terms of client usage and services they're setting up with it. Maybe that's increasing over time, and that gives you an idea that the program is working for you. That's the kind of business insight that is actually going to power future decisions for you. So now you're saving time utilizing this program to take those move-in tasks off of your plate. We handle that entire part of the experience for the clients. You don't have to answer those little questions or help set up electricity at midnight or try and answer questions about local service providers. All of that is taken off of your plate. That's the kind of service that we want to provide that takes care of your clients, shows an extension of your service like, hey, you thought two steps ahead, which is why you want to make sure that your client is taken care of, that they have access to a free resource, not an additional cost for them, that's going to save them money and time in this process. And then all the time that you save, these are the little features that are going to help you make future decisions. So that's kind of how everything is connected. That's kind of our thought process behind it. And of course, we're constantly improving this process as well. So we're adding more marketing materials, we're adding more resources, we're making, FAQs and webinars and resource videos easier to access for you all in one place. We are taking your feedback and making these adjustments. So just really quickly want to thank you guys for that. Those of you who have shared your feedback and given us ideas on how we can make this more convenient for you. That's been the goal behind that for sure. And these are the things that I wish that every agent knew. So when you're using the program, there's it seems like there's a lot involved, but there's so many different ways that this is again saving you time, making things easier for you. But one thing especially that I want every agent to know right now. We talked about this a little bit earlier when we were talking about your Utility Connect website. This phone number, this 469 number. So 469-654-1504. That phone number is key here because I want you guys to know that that is the only phone number that we will ever reach out to clients from. That's also the phone number that we send you guys courtesy notifications from. So we want you guys to go ahead and save that phone number because one, you'll always know when we're reaching out to let you know that we've received a client from you. You'll see Utility Connect pop up on your phone because you've saved this phone number and you know that you can text us at any time. So it doesn't just have to be when we receive a client from you. This is a live phone number. So you can text this number when you have questions about a client, or you could text this number if you need to request a delay on our outreach, or if you need to remove an investor from our outreach. You can absolutely text that number at any time so that we can help you out. I know that agents text a lot just in general between their clients, their team members. Texting is kind of the easiest and fastest way to, get a quick message across. So save that number. And then clients, if they ever ask you, okay, well, what number is Utility Connect going to call me from? It's going to be that number. So not only will you have that number readily available, but it also eliminates a lot of the noise when it comes to all the different calls that they're getting during closing. There's a fun running joke that I always like to make with agents because it's such a common experience, which is you guys will have service providers like ADT calling you trying to get your business. And I'm not sure what numbers they're calling from, but what I can assure you of is that we will only call or text from the same number, and it's always going to be this 469 number. So I would always recommend agents saving that number, making sure that clients are aware that this is the only number Utility Connect will reach out from. That eliminates any confusion of anybody else who might be calling your client, but also empower your clients by letting them know, hey, you can text this number. You can let them know if you want them to call you on a specific day at a specific time, or if you change your mind and you don't want them to call you at all, let them know. That way, it makes it so much easier for them as well. And I know that there have been some questions in the chat, so I do want to address a few of those because I think they're really great questions. So first, Alma, she was wondering if we have these flyers available in Spanish. So yes, something really cool about this website is that the entire page can be translated to Spanish. So not only can they take a look at these resources and have an understanding of how the program works in Spanish, but of course that translates to the materials down here as well too. So, yes, we do have those available. Just let us know what you're looking for. We can also get you those text message templates and email templates in Spanish as well. Just let us know what you need. And then it looks like there was a question. Are you a third party provider? So we are a move-in concierge service, and we have been one of EXP's trusted solutions for 7 years now. So for 7 years, we've had the pleasure of supporting the move-in needs of EXP agents and their clients. And so we've been a resource that a lot of EXP agents take advantage of. So definitely, not only is that a point of pride for us, something that we really appreciate, but our goal is to show how aligned we are because you have already created a standard of high quality service for your clients as you guys go through the process of buying a home or even listing a home. Everything that you are doing to help your clients is to do right by them, make sure that they're taken care of, and give them the best possible experience. So we are totally aligned with that. Quality is the foundation of our service as well too. If you guys have a chance, I highly recommend just Google Utility Connect. You're going to see that we have, I believe we're right on the cusp of 15,000 reviews, so many moves that we've supported clients through, and we've maintained a 5-star rating. That is just a testament to how dedicated we are to making this a phenomenal experience for both you and your clients. We also have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau, another point of pride for us. And we're totally PCI compliant. All of our home service experts actually operate in-house within our corporate office here in Dallas, Texas. And so we protect any information that we receive. Client information is never, never, never shared or sold. We're authorized dealers for home services, so we're actually directly connecting these home services as well. So your client, when they utilize the program, they only talk to one person. I know that was a super quick review. Again, we've got those full length training materials. So, yes, we will absolutely have those videos available for you guys to review. When you guys are watching this, this is going to be posted on YouTube later. So, take an opportunity to look up EXP Solutions on YouTube. They have all these different playlists of all the different EXP solutions available, and we're one of them. So, please feel more than welcome to visit EXP's YouTube channel, visit their EXP Solutions channel particularly, and then you'll be able to see the different solutions. You'll see us there and you'll see the previous webinars that we've done. So definitely feel free to check those out so that you can get a full class on how Utility Connect works. That will put a lot of this into context for any of you guys who have more questions about how it works, what to expect. I want you guys to get those answers, but also this video itself will be recorded as well. So again, these are some of those first tips and tricks that I want EXP agents to know. Some of the materials that maybe we've touched on previously, but I wanted to bring them front and center. So again, look and see if you have an account. Bookmark your website link. Save the EXP specific Utility Connect phone number, and then check out your dashboard. Save that. Save your PDFs as well so that you have those flyers. And I'm going to share our contact information with you guys. So I'm going to make sure that you have everything that you need to get in touch with our partner support team. And so, last but not least, I just want to kind of review everything that we've touched on because I know that we've talked about a lot, and I want to answer some more of your questions as well. We really love informed clients. So it's really important to make sure that once you've had a chance to familiarize yourself with the basics here, then make sure that you're telling your clients about it, especially if your account is integrated with SkySlope, which again, the way to check on that is to, let me just kind of go back to the main page here. So when you open the dashboard, in this top right corner, you're going to see your name and a little icon. If you've uploaded a photo, then you'll have a photo there. If you haven't uploaded a photo, it'll just be like a little header there. Click on that, and there's going to be multiple sections there. One is going to give you the opportunity to make sure that your contact details are up to date. It is so, so important to have your phone number in there, especially if you've connected with us directly through SkySlope rather than signing up through our direct sign up page, because there's two ways to sign up, which we go over in our full length class as well. You'll be able to make sure that all that contact information is up to date. And there's a section labeled integrations where you'll be able to see and make sure that you are or are not integrated with SkySlope while using this program. So the agents that are integrated with SkySlope, they are not having to spend time manually submitting clients. The agents that are not integrated with SkySlope always have the ability to, change that and integrate if they'd like to, Or, you'll know that, okay, I need to manually submit my clients in order to make this available for them. And agents who are integrated, you can still manually submit when you have a unique situation. Maybe a client wants to get started earlier than 2 weeks prior to closing. We can take a client up to 30 days prior to closing, especially for those clients that are a little bit more eager to get started earlier. We can also take any transactions that maybe it wasn't facilitated through SkySlope. So maybe you have a friend that they're not actively moving, but they want to see if they can save money on home services. That's another opportunity where you can submit their contact details. You can actually submit them either through your Utility Connect website or right here within your dashboard. You'll submit their contact details and we'll reach out to them and they can take advantage of a free resource that's literally designed to save them money and be effortless for them. So you'll be able to double check that, make sure that's all set up. But either way, communication is your biggest tool with this program. So whether it's you communicating with our partner support team to get assistance with this program, or it's you communicating with your clients to let them know what to expect. Here's the phone number that's going to call you. Here's a website link that will tell you a little bit more about everything that they do. Or here's a flyer that has some more information on what services they can help you with. Like, take advantage of those materials. We are constantly creating those materials for agents so that we can make your life easier, right? So, super excited for that. We want your clients to have those quality, high quality, excellent experiences. And again, informed clients have a dramatically better experience than clients who kind of get a call from us out of the blue. They haven't had a chance to talk to their agent about it. And they're like, how do you have my information? Why are you calling me? We don't want them to have that concern, because then it makes it a little bit harder for us to help them out, because we want them to know that we're going to be reaching out to them. And if they don't know, then of course they're going to be a little bit more skeptical, like, hey, I'm closing on a home. I really am not trying to take any spam calls or anything like that. So when you let them know we're reaching out, it gives them, again, a dramatically better experience. So just another like top good tip for you guys, definitely a best practice there. And so now, what if you have questions? This is one of my favorite parts as well. We are now available on the hub. So EXP's hub, where you guys have the ability to communicate with the different solutions partners and each other, we are available there now. You can also always get in touch with us via the EXP World. So we do classes twice a week. We're available on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central Time and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. So a little bit of flexibility on those class times so that you guys can come in, ask your questions, get a full understanding of Utility Connect through a live class experience. If you don't want to go and watch one of those pre-recorded webinars, you don't have to, because again, we have those classes twice a week, every single week in the EXP World. We also have a resource page. That one is super easy to get to. It's expconnect.info. And that will take you right to our resource page. Mine is just, oh, mine is loading up a little bit here, but that's my internet connection. That has nothing to do with the page itself. So you guys can also always go to this page and you can take a look at some of those old videos we did. There's that video from Levi Lassick as well. We were talking about that. And then we've got some tutorials here, and we are adding updated materials so that we have more questions that we can answer. We've got more different tools for you guys to explore, more different scenarios that we can talk through. You guys will have all that information there. And then, of course, if you want to get in touch with our team, so there is a support number here, but I want to make sure that you guys actually have all of our contact details. So give me just a moment. I'm going to pull those up for you. But while I'm doing that, I also want to answer some of the questions that you guys have. So, okay, we talked about multiple of those questions. Is this program for our own clients we close personally, or for any other people that we know that close with other agents? That's a good question. So you don't only have to use the program for your own clients. You can share this program with anyone and everyone. So you can share it with friends or family members that are looking to save money on home services. You can share it with other agents that you've networked with that maybe they're not utilizing a resource like this and they're looking for some support there. You can absolutely offer it to them. You can offer it to maybe your clients who they're listing. They're not really looking to connect services, but maybe they need help with movers. Maybe they're moving somewhere else and they're going to become a buyer. Maybe they work with a different agent. You can absolutely offer it to them. And again, communication is going to be the biggest tool there. So just making sure that you're communicating with them about the program and what's available for them. And to answer Amy's question as well, there's never going to be any cost associated with it. So you can feel good about offering a free resource there. And there, should we change the phone number to our own or leave it? So I don't believe the dashboard will let you change the phone number on your microsite. So the microsite is your Utility Connect website. That phone number is going to be the same 469 number. You don't have to worry about changing that. But you want to make sure that your personal phone number is updated. We kind of went over how to do that. And has there ever been issues with utility transitions? Is this reliable? So when it comes to our utilities process, we do a deep dive into what that looks like in our other webinar. We've got a couple 101 style classes that fully go over the process. But really, the only issue I would say there is, just to give you total transparency, is when there's a lack of communication. So for some utility providers, they're regulated and they require direct consent from the client. So we'll let the client know that, but sometimes they might have some additional questions about how that works. My suggestion is, with you as an agent being aware of what that process looks like, you're readily able to answer any questions that they might have about it. It's not so much an issue with the utility transition itself as it is maybe the client just will need confirmation from you that that's normal. A lot of these utility providers, again, that direct consent piece from clients is the last step. So my suggestion is you as an agent having that awareness of how that utilities process works, which again, we go over it in our 101 style classes. You and I can also connect individually. That way we can take a look at your specific experiences, your specific service area, and I can give you some insight there as well too on what that looks like. That way, if your client has any questions, they can ask you. You already know how to answer those questions. You already have an understanding of what our utilities process looks like. And that honestly gives clients a lot of confidence. Like, okay, so this is normal, totally fine. I know exactly what I need to do. Utility Connect has given me all the guidance. I just wanted to make sure that that was correct. That is the only thing that I can think of when it comes to any issues in terms of transitioning these services. Just knowing when there's one final step that needs to be completed, knowing what we've already connected, knowing how to tell the difference, that is going to be, obviously something we go over with clients as well to make sure that they have everything. But sometimes you as an agent, since you've already been the trusted advisor throughout this entire process, you've got a lot of credibility there. So just making sure that everyone's on the same page. I noticed that you offer insurance services. Do you operate as an insurance broker or partner with them? That's a phenomenal question. I'm so glad that you asked. When it comes to insurance or home warranty, those services, and even with movers, honestly, as well, the first thing that we do, because our home service experts, not all of them are licensed insurance agents. The first thing that we're going to want to do is have a conversation. So if your client is interested in insurance, the way that we position it, because we're reaching out 2 weeks prior to closing, right? So typically at that point, they already have insurance in place. You have already probably helped them out with that early on in the process, or maybe their lender gave them an option there, or maybe there's just one specific provider they have to go with. I know in Florida and even California, it can be a little tricky just with the different, fun natural phenomena that happen there that make insurance a little bit more fun. I would say that in a situation like that, sometimes there's an opportunity for us to save clients money. So the way that we talk about insurance with clients is we'll let them know, like, hey, we can give you a quote. We can start with that, answer any questions that you have. We'll connect you with a licensed insurance agent. So definitely we always want to make sure that they're connected with the right person that's going to have the most information there. And they'll be able to look at rates over hundreds of different carriers, and they'll be able to find the best lowest rate for that client so that they are getting the best possible price for their desired level of coverage. So again, the client should not have to sacrifice the level of coverage they're looking for just to get a better price. So they'll be able to see exactly what the best price is for that level of coverage, and they can just take a quote. So they are not obligated to switch their insurance providers. They're not obligated to, set anything up with us. There's no pressure. We provide them with that quote and they can kind of compare and see, like, okay, well, I'm paying more than this quote I got right now. So then what we do is we'll let clients know, hey, you can take that quote to your current provider and request a price match. So you don't actually have to change providers. You don't actually have to mess with anything. You probably don't want to do that during closing regardless. But now you have this leverage, this power where you can negotiate with your current provider and say, hey, I want to keep you as my provider, but I have this quote that shows me that there's another provider offering a better rate. So if you can match this rate, then I'll continue keeping you as my provider. And of course, more often than not, providers are absolutely going to match that rate because they want to maintain their client base and their client satisfaction. So that's one of those little tips and tricks that we will share with clients so that they know how they have different options, the different like negotiating power that they have, different little things that they can take advantage of to save money without creating a bunch of friction in terms of having to change providers and switch all their information over. Like, yeah, that's definitely a hassle. We don't want clients to have to worry about that, but we want them to take advantage of savings opportunities when they're available. Hopefully that super long answer answered your question. And then also, perfect. Thank you so much, Teen, for putting that link in the chat. I know there was another question about where the deep dive sessions can be found. Again, check us out on YouTube. So if you look up EXP Solutions on YouTube, you're going to see a bunch of different videos that we've posted. They've got a playlist just for Utility Connect. And there are deep dive sessions, there are strategy sessions, there are dashboard walkthroughs. There's a lot of good stuff in there. You're going to see my face a lot, but definitely go check those out. And I just want to thank you guys. This session was a little bit longer than I thought it would be, but that's amazing because that's exactly what we're looking for. We want to make sure that you have all the information that you need, you have access to your Utility Connect account, and you know where to find support. I was also going to share those that contact information with you. Let me go ahead and post it in the chat. So first, I'm going to make sure that you have my contact information, and then let me make sure that you have my phone number as well. And then our partner support information as well. So that's another thing. We'll let you know when we've received your client via text and email. So you already know what number we're going to text you from, but the email that you're going to get is going to come from success@utilityconnect.net. So you can also email us back that way, and you'll be connected with our partner support team. And I've just gone ahead and posted all of our partner support contact information in the chat. I'm going to pull up a slide so that you guys have all that information readily available. But I'll stick around for a few more minutes just to answer any remaining questions. But again, super excited for you guys. I want to see you have major success with this program. I want you guys to have support readily available. So definitely take a look at those different materials, review what we've talked about. This will be recorded and placed on YouTube, so you'll have all that information there. You'll be able to review this presentation to just see those best practices and kind of first steps. You'll also be able to review the deep dive sessions that we've done and the strategy sessions as well. And I'm just grabbing that contact information for you guys. And if you guys have any other questions, please let us know. And we've got our FAQs as well. So definitely always feel free to get connected with EXP's Expert Care Desk. They have all of our FAQ information, how to get in touch with our team. Just trying to grab a slide really quick that shows you guys exactly how to get in touch with us. All right. So I'm going to share this with you. So you guys should be able to see that now where you've got all of our contact information here. So you've got my direct phone number, you've got our office number. That number is again for our entire partner support team. That's going to ring our entire partner support team. So the first available partner support agent will answer the phone and take care of you. You've also got an email for us, so you guys know where to reach us. We are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Time to 7 p.m. Central Time. So definitely check us out. I know this says Slack, but we have navigated away from Slack. We're in the hub now. So check us out there. We're in the EXP world. We've got our training schedule at the bottom here as well too. So if you didn't get a chance to catch that earlier, feel free to take a screenshot of this. And I'm going to answer one more question just because I think it's a really great question before I let you guys go. So, Hugo, thank you so much for asking. He said, how can my local insurance agent be a part of you? That's leading us to something really cool that we have coming out. I know we've been a little hush hush about it, but we've talked about it a little bit. We are creating a program that is going to be available through your dashboard, and it's called Vendor Hub. Vendor Hub is going to let you plug in all your preferred vendors, all your network connections. You'll be able to plug those in so that not only will they be offered to your client, but it's added to the passive stream of revenue that you're getting from this program. So, anybody else who's stuck around, that's a little piece of gold I want to give you. Hugo, I hope that answers your question. It is something that we'll be able to do soon. But thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the time that you guys spent today. Again, a recording of this session will be available on YouTube. That way you can check back at any time. But I really appreciate you guys joining me today. I hope that you got the most out of this. You know exactly where to get started, exactly how to access the different tools available. And I hope you guys have the best day. Thank you so, so much for your time.